Is Shanda still on the board? Okay. She got reappointed this morning. Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, let's go. I like the challenge.
All right, we will call the August 18th Park Board meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Barry?
Here.
Steve?
Here.
Brad?
Here.
Corey?
Here.
Chris?
Here.
Okay. Item B, approval of minutes, July 21st. I'll entertain a motion to approve when you're ready.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve July 21st Park Board minutes. Any additions, deletions, or discussion? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Steve?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
And then I just wanted to check, is Shanda online or is she absent?
Okay.
Thank you.
Item D, Park Board term.
Oh, just wanted to point out that just in the county commission meeting we just had, Shanda's term was up, and the county commission approved her to continue a 3-year term. Brad, I believe your term is up this December. I'll check on that. Does that sound right? When I looked on the website, it said your term came up.
I thought last December we voted.
I thought
Or
so
you
too,
voted.
but that's why I looked on the website. But either way. But the county commission did approve Shanda to continue for a 3-year term, and Brad, I will make sure you know your exact date, so I'll get with you on that.
My apologies. I also skipped item C, financial update. So
I did. Your regular financial information is in the packet, and I did. If I have any questions, I certainly would entertain those. But I also handed out our Lindsay's master plan update. Just kind of keep you where you're at. If you look at the very bottom line there, you know, right now we're targeting out of that 30 or 35 million to have about 3.7 left over. So still, you know, the goal is to have a few million done. Don't want to spend it all. We're still tracking that right on pace. So
That's including the building at Black.
that includes the building. That includes
Nice job.
everything we've done, and including some equipment we bought along the way. That includes the buoys we paid for, some other stuff too. So, yep. So if you have any questions about either this or our regular budget, I certainly can entertain them at this time.
Mr. Chairman, I'd move to approve the financial update.
okay, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve July 26 financials. Any discussion? Discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item E, Roslyn parcel.
Just want to give you a quick update on that. We're still working with Ben Roslin and his team to get that all straightened out. The crew here at Williams County, between Michelle and Jeff, found a couple abnormalities. I guess they're not really that abnormal. It's kind of a weird situation that kind of turned that lot in from a 5 parcel lot into a 7 parcel lot, which would then trigger in, instead of being a minor subdivision, a major subdivision. So, but everybody, Karen and Michelle and Jeff, came up with a really good plan to get us through, and we're gonna get a lot of that straightened out. But my understanding is, I believe most of that will end up being more approved by the county commission than by the park board. The big thing is there's a piece of land that the county owns, that the land that the road is on, the county owns. The road coming into Blackdale that you would head north to go into Blackdale on. It's kind of a weird thing. The state deeded it to the county in the 60s. And so rather than a normal road on our with the normal easement that we have, which I've started to learn isn't always that normal. Sometimes it seems like there's a lot of hiccups along the way. But either way, so just some stuff we got to clean up, and we're working through that. Everybody feels really good about it, and we'll get there. So I just want to give you a quick update. See that I would be really, really, really surprised if everything isn't done and completed by our next month's meeting.
Okay, good. Item 2, NDPR RPA conference.
Just want to give you a heads up. The state conference this year, the North Dakota Recreation and Parks Association State Conference, is in Dickinson. It is I think it's the 15th to the 17th. It would be the park board day. It would start that afternoon. So the September park board meeting, it would start at I think noon, with a tour of the library or golf, whichever social activity you want to do, and then conferences the next couple days down in Dickinson. Typically Wednesday night there's an awards banquet. You guys are all members, as being the board, as our membership is. If you guys wanted to, I will. There's a link on there that has the kind of the schedule for the conference. If you guys wanted to go, you certainly were welcome to attend if you're in the area, or if you really, really want to get into Parks and Rec for a couple days. But I do plan on, Carter plans on going. I've told Carter that I expect him to go every year, unless he finds a different educational opportunity that he'd rather go to. So Carter and I will both be going. I don't know if I'll be there the whole time. I'm going to be in and out because it's so close. We'll see. I have put just so you know, I have put my name in the hat, and we'll see to move on through the chairs of North Dakota Recreation Parks Association. So I'm a candidate to be the president-elect this year, and then I'd be president, past president. So I put my name in the chairs. I haven't never done that before, so I thought maybe it was about time I did that. So I just want to give you a heads up. We'll be going to that conference next month.
So is that something you need to move the park board meeting, or what do you?
Nope, because it starts at noon, and then, like I said, or 1 Dickinson time, and it's just the social event. Like I said, they're touring the library that first time, or I can go. I don't golf, so I won't golf, but so nope, we shouldn't need to move it. I'll just plan on leaving right after the meeting. Carter and I'll head out right after and get down there. So
Okay. Master plan implementation update.
just a couple things real quick. We'll start at Coda Ray looks really nice. We're getting there. Learned a lot of Coda Ray, especially about trees and grass and how we want to do best we can to get those going, and a lot about erosion control, and used a lot of that at Blacktail. But Coda Ray's clicking forward, looking great. Blacktail, everything is on schedule. The building at Blacktail, the walls started going up this weekend. I know I was out there Saturday. We had a concert Saturday night. They got rained out on Friday, and so they probably had a crew of 15, 18 people working out there on Saturday. Walls are going up fast, so that building's coming along really nice. And same thing with the beach property and the primitive property. Both of those are scheduled to be done here in the next month or so, and then the building is still on schedule to be open in the spring. So everything's going good there. And like I said, we have Epping Springbrook. Just drove through there, not yet this week, but at the end of last week, and everything's coming along. That rain early on really set us back with just getting that road done, but now that's done, and everything's moving real fast. And I don't think according to their schedule they're quite caught up yet, but they're really close. So I feel good about getting everything done there this year, and being open next spring. And then Epping Springbrook Dam, or excuse me, Little Egypt, we have a meeting coming up with the Corps where we'll be kind of going through like kind of one of our last ones where this is what we're doing. We'll still have to get them all the plans, all the mechanical and electrical and all those things, but this is kind of be our last one where we say this is what we're going to do, and feeling really good. Everything we got approval to do, like how it goes with the Corps. If you dig a hole, you got to ask permission and get permission. So we did get approval to do like all of the cultural surveys and dig to do all the soil surveys, soil samples and everything. So we got permission to do that. So we have crews out getting ready to go that. So as soon as we do get the go ahead to go, we're ready. And then McGregor Dam, they presented their plan for us, and then just last the end of last week. Lindsay and I went through and kind of picked what we liked and we didn't like, what we disagreed with, and everything, and sent it back to them. So here in a couple of weeks, we're expecting to have another meeting where we get a little closer with where we want to get. So all of them are moving right along, feeling good. I think that's all I have for the master plan, unless you guys have any specific questions.
Just the dumping station at Blacktail.
It was funny. I did see when you said you look at your email. I was actually talking about that with someone else. We know that's an issue. It's slanted the wrong way. We know that's an issue. We gotta fix that. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, if we even build it up just a little higher.
Yeah. Right.
Everything would be downhill.
Yeah.
Out of a tank. Yeah.
You have
Which is
to
just
right now. You have to
engineering
really
sense.
have a good plan going in to know. You have to really pay attention to get it. So we need to get that raised up.
And the last item, at some point, do we have on the schedule for next year addressing the Blacktail golf course?
We don't specifically, but I know we need to. I think a big part of that is going to be coming down to one of my goals for once we get through like Labor Day is that I've talked to Karen and Karen and Karen's aware that I would like to work on it. I haven't come to her with my plan, but we have that lease agreement with the association. And part of the lease agreement is that the maintenance of the greens is the responsibility of the association. And so I just I think we want to go through and get that lease agreement up to date with what it should be. And at that time, decide what we're going to do about those greens and the golf course in general.
So the lease agreement doesn't have any specification of the golf course, though, does it?
It says, well, our joint powers agreement or whatever we call that document, we have a lease as part of it, but in there it states that the association is responsible for the maintenance of the greens. But either way, we just got to figure it out. That was all done before I was involved, or maybe a lot of us were involved. So that's why, like I said, get through Labor Day, and then I want to dig into that. Typically that lease renews January 1st. So my goal is to kind of get through that before then. But yeah, I know high on my list in my mind of things that aren't addressed right now is that golf course, and it's something we need to address.
What's the problem?
The biggest thing is just in my opinion, is the holes in the greens. So you know how a normal golf course with greens, they just have a basic thing, a thing that looks like a soup can to replace the cups, and you just put it in and you twist it and you pull it out, and then you got a perfect little cup and you put in the sleeve that goes in there. Well, with ours, because they've all kind of bowled out, so now instead of the cup being here, they've kind of bowled all out. And I think it's happened before, and I've looked at it and we've talked about it, like, should we just cut new ones and then we could fill in those other ones? But it's kind of hard to patch, and it's gonna get patchy, and we just need to make sure we have a good plan. I don't wanna, just do an okay job. I'd rather just do it right. So the biggest thing in my opinion is there's some edges of the greens that are getting rough, but then those cups are really, really the issue.
How long have those been there, Brad? I mean, we're talking years.
A long
I mean,
time.
is this something we want to look at? Not that I'm dying to find other ways to spend money, but there's only 9 holes. Should we look at replacing them since we've done so many upgrades? That seems like
Well, the turf itself is shot, and and what happens is the base of the turf, which is supposed to be like a sand, it's rock hard. It's hard as cement. So if you have a ball land on what we call greens, it's gone. I mean, unless you roll it on there.
And I don't know, I'm guessing, right? I have no idea. I'm guessing when they built it, I think it was like 5,000 or 8,000 a green. So yeah. So
I wasn't on the board at that time.
Yeah, but I best we're closer to 10 or 15, right? Mm-hmm. But either way, it is a priority that it's something that definitely we need to address.
Okay.
Would you just do a real golf course out there and then have green fees and memberships and turn it into something that's a county run?
if we wanted to pay somebody to be there because then you're going to have a greenskeeper.
Well, yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm sure that's why these were there, because they didn't have someone to
take care of it.
be there and take care of it.
Right.
I'm not gonna. I definitely.
Irrigation falls.
My-
into
the
place,
first
but
thing-
we have water.
I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I'm gonna say when I talk to the association about, hey, let's get these greens fixed, is I really would like to do some type of mini golf course up there. The same idea where it's just a free will donation. Come and play. Bring your own clubs. Bring your own ball. Just that same idea someplace else. And there's land over there, you know, behind Brad's house. That whole strip, right up going up there. I think we could find a spot to put that in there. That's going to be my idea. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I think it'd be something else fun we can put on that side. I like, and I really like I really think both the regular golf course and and if we put a mini golf course in, I think that the association should be really involved. You know, it's really in their backyard, and they would use a lot of it. Not that the general public wouldn't. We know they would, but it's kind of my thought process on it.
Okay. Good plan. So after Labor Day, that's focus on that type thing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Parks updates.
You know, in general, everything's going good. I cannot believe just the way how well well, I should say I can't believe. I'm really impressed with how well our online reservation system has worked and how well people have come along to using it, and also how much we get people from out of town now. We get, I mean, I bet 4 or 5 days a week, I get phone calls from people traveling through just saying, hey, we're coming through. Where can I go camping? We just need one night. And then that doesn't count the people that just get online themselves and do it. We've had a lot of, I mean, I've really seen that online reservation thing. That's the biggest thing I've seen is that people passing through, just staying for a night, staying for 2 nights, that we're getting so much more of that. And we're getting so much more usage during the week. So many more people, especially at Blacktail now. You look and you see people coming out there during the week for a couple days here and there. So, like I said, we're not where we want to be yet, but we're getting there, getting a little better every day, getting a little bit better. So really excited about in general the usage at the parks. I'll make sure that here coming up in our next meeting, we'll have a good breakdown of how we've done compared to the previous years. But really in general, our numbers are just really good. Otherwise, I know Epping Springbrook, we already talked about, that's closed. I am still working, doing water sampling and doing all that, working with the Soil Conservation District and the DEQ to do those things. Little Egypt is staying busy. We did have our inspection by the Corps. We got dinged for little things. One fire pit had garbage in it, a couple cans snuck by me. You know, they come by in the morning. I told my guys get out there, and they missed one. But I mean, just a couple dings, nothing good. Otherwise, we got a really good review. You know, Blacktail and Coteray are well used, and McGregor's still getting used. You know, my guys are doing a good job getting up there. It's a long ways away, but we're still keeping it clean. So otherwise, concerts have gone well. Really impressed. We had the concert at Blacktail on Saturday night. When the concert started, it was me sitting in the crowd, and I was it. Josh Lingenfelter was playing, and he looks at me and says, "What do I do?" And I'm like, I don't know, play a couple songs. We'll see what happens. And he played his first song, and people just started filing in. I think at the high point, I think I counted a little over 60 people, and we saw people coming and going and everything. So it was really nice. Good night. All of our concerts have been really well attended. I would say the best we've had since we've done it. So I think that's probably it for general parks update.
So real quick, I was telling the guys before the meeting about when I was going to take the kids to that floating water park,
Mm-hmm.
and kids got there. It was later in the evening, but they were real excited. We got there, floating water park is there, but they couldn't get past everything else. Like the building was a disaster. So my point is, it's like you can have an awesome feature, but if nothing else is maintained or looks nice, because the kids were like, yeah, we're good.
Oh, really?
So kudos to you, though. I mean, when you go to the parks, they're clean, they're trimmed, they look nice. I mean, we drove around Blacktail, and the kids are like, "Oh my gosh, this is cool." They wanted to immediately go to town and get kayaks so they could try the little boat launch thing over there. So, but kudos you and your staff, because I think the parks themselves look fantastic. But
it'll be a push year losing those my college guys. down to 2 seasonals and my full-time guy, and that's it. So we'll have a meeting this afternoon with the 4 of us. Just, hey guys, we got to push through here at the end. Remember, the priority is always to make sure the bathrooms are clean and the parks look nice, right? Like, we had a little issue where it was going to rain the next day, and my guys were fixing the roof on the Gator. And that's good. That needs to be done. But I feel like that could be a December or January project, or tomorrow when it's raining project. So just gotta. And I think a part of that too is my couple older guys. I've had my college kids all summer, and they've been doing a lot of that more manual labor. And so I gotta remind my guys that, hey, our priorities are to clean the parks and clean the bathrooms, and then we do everything else. So, but we'll have a meeting just to push through these last about 2 more months, of good time in the parks, middle of October about. So yeah, we'll get there.
But go ahead.
With just one question, we had did drive through 3 of the parks last night, so it hit Little Egypt, Springbrook, and Blacktail, and they look fantastic. So most of the framing looked like it was done on that building at Blacktail. So
Yeah, right.
moving fast. But one question came up from a member of the public. Lucas Natwick brought a idea. Did talk to Jeremy about it, as well as Corey, regarding a place to ride ATVs and things like that, and potentially other options. But I just wanted to bring it up since he brought it up and drug us out to look at some land and whatnot. But I'm just curious what the board would think.
That's in that email to you.
No, this is a different spot. Yeah, I know. I read Steve's talking about a different area. So there's an area down by Lake Jesse. Does everybody know where Lake Jesse is? Just down there. There's an area down there that isn't really conducive to agriculture or much else out there, but you could definitely do some recreation things. Steve and Lucas and Corey and I went out and visited it to talk about the potential of ATV course of some kind. It definitely has the potential to do that and be that. I think it'd be neat. I know in Minnesota they've started building some ATV camping sites where you drive to your site in your ATV and then set up camp right there, and you have trails around. I think you could do that. It's not huge. It'd be tough to be entertained, I think, for more than a day or two out there, but it's still nice, and it's not real far from town. He's not giving away the land. It's not free. But it would be a really interesting addition to our area for sure.
The big question was just giving these kids or adults, whoever, a place to go that's here. Otherwise, the closest is Glendive. And
Yep.
so it's just, having a place to ride these things that, that they clearly are selling well.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It was interesting. And
Yep.
like you said, it could be a day or so of tootling around, and then you've done it all and seen
Right.
it, done it. But
Commissioner Kemp, they ride them up and down our street.
yeah, but that's the idea. Give them a place to go other than in the ditches, which
Yep.
we've struggled with at Carrollville and
Well, and what Brad is mentioning too is we do have that piece of land west of Blacktail that we originally kind of marked off and said that'll be for ATV usage. I have had a couple conversations with some people from the trail riders or the snowmobile club or whatever their name is, and just saying that, and same thing, kind of, hey, let's get through summer and then let's get a group together and see what we can do. At least come up with a plan. My biggest concern, I'll be honest, I've never managed a ATV course. I don't know what that looks like. I did call down to Glendive. It's actually on, I think, Bureau of Land Management land. And so the federal government kind of oversees that. But yeah, I think it'd be a really interesting opportunity. I mean, we know we're gonna probably do something at Blacktail. This land down by Lake Jesse, I think it'd be a lot of work. I think it'd be a lot of work to get to where you need to be. I think it's not gonna be cheap building it. But it'd be really cool if we got there. No
Yeah,
question about that. Be something different.
I did have a member of the public talk to me that they wished at Blacktail there was something for ATVs out there. So yeah.
For sure, we hear about that. Yeah, since we've taken it away a little bit, not a little bit, we've taken away a lot. But it was unmanaged before too, and they were kind of going where they wanted, and so I don't feel real bad about it. But still want to find a place for them. Everybody deserves to be able to recreate. Just because maybe it's not my thing or someone else's thing, it's still their thing.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay. I think that brings us to the next meeting is September 15th. Nothing else. We will adjourn 9:25.